Welcome to the Sugar Hill Podcast, where we focus our lens on the roots of our behaviors and talk about ways to improve our lives in the present, readying us for a journey of chasing our purpose in life. I am your host, Jeremy, author, coach, and speaker, and every day I wake up to help people operate at their highest potential through self-awareness. I hope you walk away with at least one thing you can implement every day to live the life you deserve. After listening to today's podcast, you'll be able to understand why you must see yourself as a seed growing to be what you were always meant to be. The seed of you is really a reframing of how we understand life and the things that happen during life. The seed of you is all about recognizing and embracing that you were destined for a specific purpose. And until you allow for circumstances and people to mold and shape you for that purpose, you will always feel a resistance in life. So imagine the apple seed. Imagine the orange seed. Imagine any seed is predestined to be what it was meant to be. An apple seed cannot undo the process of being an apple tree. An orange seed cannot undo or change or modify the process of becoming an orange tree. It is what is meant to be. And as soon as we recognize that and follow the steps that we'll talk about today, a life of peace and purpose becomes more easily attainable. 5 steps that will help us with the seed of you. The first step starts with being aware that there is a process. In my second book, Love and Meditation, The Keys to Manifestation, I talk about trusting the process and allowing it to unfold. When we are aware that circumstances and people mold and shape us for the things that we ask for knowingly and unknowingly, we can start to make more strategic decisions or more conscious decisions that are in alignment with, hopefully, peace and purpose. Be aware that you're asked for an increase on your job, a different car, a significant other, whatever it may be, will come back in the form of circumstances and people to mold and shape you for that. With that being said, from a place of clarity, inner peace, ask for things that are in alignment with your purpose. Bring about the circumstances and people that will help mold and shape you for your purpose and to sustain your purpose, so that way you can live a life of abundance. The second step would be trusting the process. On the surface, nothing will seem like it is molding and shaping us for what we ask for. It will seem like the most random piece of chaos that could possibly happen. But trusting the process allows for the universe to use chaos to become divine perfection. Trust the process that every circumstance, every person, every life experience that you have is molding and shaping you for what you're asking for. Third would be embracing the process. Don't resist. Don't control the how and the when things will happen. That, in essence, is not trusting the process. Embrace the ebbs and flows of life, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, and ugly, and see it all as a piece necessary, an ingredient necessary for you to be what you are meant to be. The next thing would be learn and apply the lessons. Remember that circumstances and people are intended to mold and shape you for what you're asking for, knowingly and unknowingly. Your purpose is always going to pull you towards it, even when you ask for something not in alignment with your purpose. But know that even with those alternate routes to your destination, there are lessons intended to help undo the things that have happened to your family lines, and lessons intended to help shape you and mold you for your purpose. The more that we identify, learn, and apply those lessons, the easier we can navigate life. The last thing would be giving yourself space, giving yourself grace, knowing that you are a human being who makes mistakes. Of course, in the grand scheme of things, they aren't really mistakes, but when we recognize that our human expression is limited and is imperfect, the possibility of things going the way that we don't want them to go is probable. Give yourself space and grace that when things do not meet your expectations, that you retreat inward to understand why things may be the way that they are. Sometimes we may not be able to get the answers that we want to get, but know that things will be what they are meant to be. When you're feeling things aren't going the way that you want them to, give yourself space. Process the emotions, learn the lessons, give yourself grace, and move forward. The seed of you is probably the easiest thing to understand within the Peace and Purpose series, but it is probably one of the most grueling journeys that you will take, a journey of self, a journey of undoing things, fixing things within yourself, reorganizing things within yourself, so that way you can be what you are meant to be. From this point forward, apply these 5 learning objectives to ensure you allow the process of becoming what you were meant to be to unfold. Doing this will help the process be much easier. This has been the Sugar Hill Podcast. This is Jeremy, signing off.